All right, that's it. I am done. No more Class A diesel pusher for me. I'm through. I can't take it anymore. I'm walking away.
Guess it's time to go. I'm standing underneath this canopy of trees at a rest stop northbound on 281. This rest stop is in Brooks County and was named after a captain of the Texas Rangers, James Brooks. It's a nice little area to stop, take a break, stretch your legs, walk your dog, and just enjoy the afternoon. The restrooms and buildings have a big Texas feel about them. I'm a sucker for an old wooden door, especially with the metal features. Nikita's enjoying climbing around the area. There's even a refreshment station here. I'd almost say it's peaceful, but it's too noisy around here. The surroundings are peaceful. There are several little paths that take you to picnic tables, pavilions, and grills. I don't know about you, but these don't look too comfortable. They're actually pretty comfortable. I'm very surprised. I love these colors. Absolutely gorgeous. We sure enjoyed how easy it was to stop in the van versus the big rig. A big thank you to the Texas Department of Transportation for such a nice rest area.
We're at our first rest station. Oh my goodness. We could actually spend the night here, parked where we are. But we're not going to do it. We're headed off. We're going to a Regenerative Ranch. That's right. That'll be our next location. This thing drives like a dream. Heck with that Bullwinkle, man. 38 feet of terror. Nope, just like driving a car. Only bigger, little bit. 25 feet with the bike racks on the back. 20 feet without. And 20 miles per gallon so far. Initial reports. We'll see how that goes.
We're at the Regenerative Farm, where they do have a gate, and they will have to send you the gate code to get in. Nikita's first time seeing a cow. I don't think she knows what to do with it. What's really cool is they have dogs here, and if your dog is a friendly dog, you can let them run loose. Nikita meets calf. Calf meets Nikita. It's a beautiful pond on property.
Moo. I don't think I'm fooling them for a minute. Moo. Good morning, Regenerative Farms. All right, man, I slept great last night. It was so peaceful and quiet. No cows. I didn't hear them. They were here, I'm sure, but I didn't hear any. There was the flap of the wings of the little white butterflies you'll see flying around. Or it could be moths for all I know. But man, what a great stay. Don't come here. We're going to save this as our private retreat. You know, if you're going back to Canada or going down to southern Texas, this is a great stop on the way. I got to give you that.
There's Junebug, the farm dog. Nikita got to play with her a little bit, but Nikita's excited about exploring. We may be on a farm, but they still ask you to clean up after your dog. I don't blame them. Who wants to step in that? She's older. This is Blondie, the other farm dog. She likes to go out into the fields with them. Nikita's checking her out. If you don't want to boondock here at this Harvest Toast, you can grab some power for $20 a night. They have 30 and 50 amps, so if you need a dog bone for 30 amp to 50, you might want to bring one of those. If you want water, they charge $10. They've created a little bathhouse for us. For $10, you and your family can take a shower right here in the bathhouse. For your $10, you even get all the stuff you need to take a shower, but bring your own towels. If your dog gets dirty, you can even come in here and give him a bath. Just keep in mind that it's $10 per family to use the restroom. And remember, our fur buddies are our family. There are 2 bathrooms in here, a cowgirl side and a cowboy side. Check this out. It's a cool barn door. Just slides so nice. And the trailer across from the bathhouse, they even have laundry facilities for you. $10 to wash your family's clothes.
We've got a 42-foot motorhome in the barn, and I'm just so tired of working on that thing.
If you want to learn about regenerative ranching, they'll share the information with you. They'll give you a tour for the family of $20. If you prefer to stay more than one night, you can make arrangements to stay a few nights here. We would definitely come back and spend more than one night just enjoying the farm. The windmills are here more for decoration than a purpose, but they are gorgeous. Nikita is loving this freedom. She gets to explore and wander and play with the farm dogs. I'm not sure what she thinks about those cows though. Under the shade trees, you'll find a couple of swings and a trampoline. So you have two homes, or?
Well, that's a garage and an upstairs bedroom, kitchenette thing.
This is Gail, and she's taking us out to see the donkeys. If you bring graham crackers, you can feed them. You're a chunker. Hi, baby. Yeah, I didn't look to see. Oh, yeah, you know I got goodies.
This is Bitty Boy. This is Bellows. This is Buffalo Bill. And this is Bianca. She's about 30.
Man, who's first?
So we had one other one, but he was so mean to the others that
Oh,
we had to get rid of him. Somebody
you
else.
catchers.
He did fine if they're playing.
Hey, Bianca. Bianca, want a cookie? Yeah.
And this guy coming, I forget I only have two out here. This guy coming is,
Oh, here,
but he
baby.
is a sweetheart.
There you go. Yeah.
And then Dolly is a portable, didn't make it in the room perfect.
Uh-oh. See, the donkeys are coming back to see if we have any more graham crackers.
Yes, you bet. They left Bianca.
Oh. So what's the name of your farm?
Lagarto Ranch. I had a full-time job in town, ran a welding fabrication company, and so I came out on Friday nights and played cowboy for the weekend and went back to church on Sunday, went home. The ranch at that time had 7 pastures with reliable water to them. And so I rotated these cattle around in those 7 pastures. I thought I was doing rotational grazing, and after going to a few classes 5-6 years ago, I realized what I was doing was rotational overgrazing because I was turning these cows out in a 75-acre pasture, 50-acre pasture, and I would leave them there for 3 weeks a month. I ran a hot wire around the interior of our property, and we used poly wire to fence off individual sections, and these animals are moved every 2 to 3 days. Rather than 7 large pastures, now we have like 48 paddocks. They go in a 5-acre paddock for 2 days, and then they're moved. We do that 12 months out of the year. This last year I did supplement them with 4 ounces of apple cider vinegar a day to help them digest that dry forage. And I was real pleased with the way they did with apple cider vinegar. They quit being picky. They eat what's there. Plants that I used to think were invasive, like Russian thistle, some stuff called woolly croton, would just take over a pasture. These cows eat that stuff now. They eat the woolly croton, they eat the thistle. Anyway, it's not an issue anymore. We are attempting to let some of the native mesquites come back up. That's one of the reasons why I quit mowing. And so we had to expand our water if we were going to cut this place up into smaller pieces. So we have where we had like 5 water sources, we've got 15 now. Some of that's accomplished with solar pumps. I had planted about 9 or 10 different varieties of clovers, turnips, and they just came through. Most of the turnips were down in this area. Those cows love those turnips. They ran around like kids, like dogs with a ball in their mouth. Well, the spotted one, her mother was a longhorn, and she's got a sister out here. So these bigger black cows are part of the herd that I had, and we've slowly but surely gotten rid of most of the older Angus cows and replaced them with these others. They're from the same type bulls that we are running now, that are Red Angus and African genetics. One of the consequences to moving these cows every day or so is they get completely accustomed to having people around them. They're easy to work with. They're not mean when you get them in a pen to vaccinate them or do anything with them. They're just very orderly, and their babies typically behave the same. Well, now you can probably walk through, they'll get out of your way.
That's not your market.
No, that's the fellow that I bought them from.
All right, time for the Lagarto Regenerative Ranch Cellular Report. Well, first place is T-Mobile at 77.0 megabits per second down and 19.9 megabits per second up. Second place, we have Verizon at 69.5 megabits per second down and 22.6 megabytes per second up. And third place, AT&T at 45.6 megabytes per second and 16.8 megabytes per second up. So pretty good speeds, shouldn't have a problem, but it's a great place to just lay around and watch the grass grow. We'll talk to you next time.